Hi, welcome. Thank you so much for being here and joining me for this reading. So I am asking for the energy that is showing up for the upcoming week of March 27. But whenever you find this reading, I hope that there are messages here for you. So yeah, if you're ready for your reading, you can go ahead and check out the timestamps below. But yeah, to tell you a little bit about what I'm asking about here, I am, I'm doing like a 4 spread reading here, asking about, the energy that's showing up within you. Like, so how, you're doing internally, how you are showing up to the outside world, right? So it's still you, but like how you are showing up, and then energy that's coming towards singles, and then those of you that are dealing with someone, have someone on your mind, or are in a relationship, right? And then I'm pulling, some extra cards from this little deck that I created here, just to get some additional information about, the situation, anything else that you might need to know. If you have any questions about the spread or anything, please feel free to ask me. All right, I do want to say thank you so much for being here and sharing your energy with me. And if anything resonates, or like, I don't know, like you enjoyed the reading, or you have any thoughts, I would absolutely love to hear from you. You can always like my videos, you can comment, you can subscribe, check out my other content. All right, and thank you so much for being here. Hello, Aries, 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 and welcome to your love messages for the week of March 27. So we're starting over here with your you energy. All right, you do have the Knight of Swords and how you are feeling internally right now, and then the 10 of Wands as far as how you are showing up. Okay, so I am gonna say, like, if it seems like you're very in your head over here, okay, like struggling, you might have a lot of things on your plate, is something else that I'm getting with this 10 of Wands. And it could be, your relationship itself, feeling like that's pulling you in a lot of directions. But I'm also getting like overloaded and burdened by life, like external circumstances, right? Like work might be calling you in one direction, and then like family, like your love life, your, I don't know, whatever, right? Like just the responsibilities of adulting, and it's like you are showing up in this frustration energy. I am gonna say that with the Knight of Swords being reversed, be careful about how you're communicating, okay? Because if, with the Knight of Swords, like there is communication happening, they're like fast communication over here, but the reversal is really saying to me, like, sometimes it's like mindless communication, careless communication, right? Like not being, like, how to explain this. I don't know, maybe like not even being able to express something, right? And then it's like, or it's coming off as callous, or coming off as needlessly hurtful, it's like something else that I'm getting over here, but I am gonna say that the 10 of Wands, does remind us over here to ask for support when needed. Okay, there is this like, if it's like you don't have to go through all of these stressors alone, so vocalize, right? Vocalize your need for support. I mean, that's something else, right? Like that the Knight of Swords can be telling you over here, right? Maybe you're just like too in your head, keeping this internally, and in turn, right? Like, and in turn is like you're not receiving help because you're not asking for it, So the 10 of Wands wants you to say, hey, can somebody give me a hand here? Whatever it is that you are going through. If this is, like I said, the external circumstances like work or family, whatever, then, reach out to those people. If it's your partner, you're like in your relationship, then say, hey, boo, like I need your support here this week, okay? So, or whatever, sorry, baby, honey, child, or darling, or I don't know what you call each other. But yes, okay, so, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and ask for the energy that's coming up for singles. All right, ouch. Yeah, singles. A lot of you seem to be in this healing energy, like you could have had something just recently end, is what I'm getting. All right, hence this 10 over here, of like trying to wrap something up. Okay, but I do want to say that you are close to coming out of this healing energy. All right, I'm gonna say, because the 3 of Swords did show up like right side up and everything, I'm getting that you are very much in the middle of your pain, like processing what you're feeling. Well, you might not be processing what you're feeling, so like you are being asked to kind of bring this to the forefront, right? Like if you are feeling hurt, recognize, you know, why are you feeling hurt? You know, what do you need to do? What do you need to actually, what do you need to actually like do to process, to heal, to get going, right? I'm getting, for some of you, it's like getting your thoughts in order, being able to kind of say, hey, you know, okay, well, this happened, this is what I was able to learn from that. And I know that that's easier said than done, right? But you know, there is this sense of like allowing yourself to feel your feelings, and then that's what's gonna allow you to like process them, right? Like it's like you're not just trying to reason yourself out of feelings, okay? So be careful with that energy as well, all right? You do have gifts, less work, okay? Some of you like, you know, like what I was saying, like I feel like, I don't know, for some of you, this could have been like a work thing that just kind of like didn't work out. Like I'm getting like, I don't know, like something happened at work. It kind of like just got a little crazy, a little out of hand. Didn't kind of work out over here, you know. But for some of you, it's like, I'm also getting that you're like trying to drown yourself in work to like ignore your sorrow over here, you know. So there is this need to, like I said, like let yourself feel, okay? You know, but for some of you, you could have some gifts showing up, okay? Some of you might just need like to have a little bit of a, you know, like a escapade over here, right? Like, you know, be careful. Like I said, be careful that you're not like hurting anybody in the process or hurting yourself in the process, you know. But it's like, I don't know, like you could have some of that energy trying to show up for you this week, okay? So, you know, I'm just gonna throw that out there. So for those of you that are in a relationship, dealing with someone here, okay, you do have, yeah, the Nine of Pentacles reversed over here, okay? So some of you could be dealing with a Virgo over here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right, but you don't have to, okay? But you know what I'm gonna say is, you know, the Nine of Pentacles showed up reversed over here, and there is like, I'm getting, I don't know, like either you or your person, but I'm getting that it's like coming from you, you know. I'm getting like you're not really seeing what you bring to this relationship, okay? And hence this Ten of Wands over here, or this Knight of Swords. And you know, there are some things that, you know, maybe y'all are needing to talk out over here. I'm also getting, yeah, I'm just getting feelings of inadequacy, right? Like you might feel like, I don't know, like there's just something over here about, you know, because you are over here in night energy, but it's like you're not like talking about it. And this could, okay, I'm not trying to be like, for some of you, I'm almost getting like you're dealing with someone that you are kind of thinking they're not good enough for you over here, right? Or you're kind of thinking, okay, maybe I said that too harshly, but it's like maybe you're thinking that they're not pulling their weight. There you go. All right, because it's like there's this need for, you know, with the Nine of Pentacles, right? It wants to reap the rewards of something, right? Yeah, oh, duh, that is the energy, right? Because you have the Ten of Wands over here, so it's like, oh, yeah, sorry. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's like you're feeling like they're not pulling their own weight, right? Like the Nine of Pentacles wants to like reap the rewards over here and say, you know, hey, we worked so hard to like get this. Now, you know, you bring yours and I bring mine, and then we can combine that and accumulate even more, right? Like I'm getting like that is like, but you're feeling like that's what you want, but like you're feeling like your person isn't really pulling their weight over here. That's why you're feeling in this overburdened energy, okay? So I go back to this need to communicate, all right? Yeah. And so for some of you, yeah, there's action needed to be taken. Like if you want to, like destroy the delusion, right? Like for some of you, okay, now hear me out. For some of you, one of the reasons that you need to communicate this is because I was getting a very mutual energy of like you might be feeling this about your person and your person might be feeling this about you. So like your person might also be feeling like you're not pulling your weight, but it could be in different ways, okay? So like there is this need to kind of break this, you know, like talk about it so that y'all can say like, hey, you know, this is where I'm feeling overburdened. And I'm getting the sense that like your person themselves might actually be saying, coming up with like, hey, you know, like I actually feel burdened too, right? So it's like if you want to talk about it, if you're thinking about the long term, then you need to take action, okay? Like otherwise nothing's gonna come to fruition here, all right? So that is what I have for you today, Aries. Okay, happy birthday to those of you that are having a birthday this week. You know, like for those of you that are processing over here, hey, you know, like the end is near, you know, and for those of you that are in a relationship, hey, like get to talking, okay? All right. Thank you so much, Aries. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to Taurus. All right. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. What does Taurus have going on the week of March 27th with love messages? Do you need to hear this week? Wow. Taurus, what are you doing? So you do have Judgment and the Four of Wands, okay? So the Four of Wands, I am going to say, I mean, these are love messages, right? So I'm going to focus on the love aspect of it, okay? This could be a union, a spiritual union, somebody who really sparks you, somebody, it's like, you are looking for this, okay? Because this is how you are showing up. It's like you are trying to find like this person who like it's like I'm getting like just an energy of not settling, right? You know, just like with the Four of Wands and sometimes being called like the 1111 card, I'm thinking of like you've made a wish, right? Like you've decided or you've thought, you considered like, hey, you know what, this is actually what I want. I'm getting that you're having realizations about what you need in your life. You're figuring out, you know, hey, you know, this is actually what I want, this is who I'm looking for, and I'm not settling for anything less, you know. So you are over here saying, hey, I'm down for this. I'm open to this, you know, and this new version of yourself that's arising is welcoming it in. It's calling it in, okay? Like, just like with the Judgment here, like, I don't know, like, you know, with the trumpet and everything, it's like I'm gonna be more willing to put yourself out there, right? But like, you do need to bring this new version of yourself out, okay? Carry it out. You know, another message that I was getting initially was like about community. And I was like, no, these are love messages. So let's focus on that. But it's like, I was thinking a lot about community over here. So it's like for some of you, like you might be meeting people through friends. There might be needing a need to explore different communities that you're a part of, right? And that could look like in a lot of different ways. So like kind of exploring like an artistic community, exploring, or it could be a spiritual community, or it could be like a new circle of friends, you know, like I don't know, whatever, right? But it's like I'm getting kind of putting yourself out there right now. All right. So because you're ready for this. All right. So singles, let's see what singles have showing up this week. I'm excited. Yeah. All right. So singles, the creator over here, okay, does want to tell you, right, to stick to, sorry, I got the saying, stick to your guns. Not my favorite saying, but it's what came out. All right. So, you know, it's like it wants to tell you, you know, like, hey, you've learned what you wanted over here. Some of you, like, through some hardships, okay? You know, the creator has gone through it, okay? The storm has brewed in the background, but, like, it's all behind you now, right? It's like you are taking those lessons that you learned from, you know, I'm just going to say it, right? Like, from failed relationships, from things that didn't work out, from heartbreak, from pain over here. And you're arising, right? Over here in the Judgment card, you are waking up a new version of yourself. You are seeing, you know, what you've learned from that. You're like saying, you know what, like all of these, you know, negative experiences actually taught me what I want. So you know what, I am good, right? And the creator wants you to like keep that in mind and stand your ground. All right. So like make sure that I'm getting the message of like, don't blur your boundaries for people, like, you know, like don't blur your boundaries, like be firm in your boundaries right now, right? Like obviously, like, you know, relationships can be compromised and things like that, right? But it's like if you already know what you want, it's like, you know, why are I'm just getting like that you're just not in a settling energy anymore, you know? So it's like, you know, like go for what you want. All right, you are going to get what you want, but you need to be firm about it and charge toward that. All right. So, yeah, take action. Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Some of you could have somebody with genuine interest, like coming your way over here. All right. Somebody that's going to be for the long term, but you are in the need to take action. Okay. Like if you don't act, if you don't get out, if you don't put yourself out there, if you don't go exploring, if you don't go meeting people, right? How is this going to happen? Let me tell you, it's not, right? So it's like you are needing to take action here. Yeah. Wow. Okay, enough. I love this. Very much an action card, okay? So you do have the Ace of Swords showing up over here for those of you that are dealing with someone. So I am seeing, you know, communication, okay? And it's funny, like, well, I'm getting more of an energy of like, some of you, it's not that you're in a partnership right now. It's more of, like, you might be like, I got the term professing your undying love for someone, right? Or, you know, sharing your feelings. Maybe like you might have a crush on someone or something and you're like trying to figure out, wow, interesting. Yeah, you're trying to like figure out, you know, what it is that, you know, like you want to say, okay, over here. All right, so it's like, you know, I am gonna say, I'm gonna throw this out there, okay? Like for some of you that are about to, you know, how I was like profess your undying love, you know, like be careful with that energy. All right, it's like, I'm gonna say, like, if you're charging forward towards something, like there might be some delusions around like this person or something, in the sense of like you might be thinking about someone and thinking like, this is the one, right? Like this is the person I'm gonna marry, like over here, right? Like this is my person over here, and you're like trying to communicate that. So it's like, I'm gonna say, get to know them first, okay? So like, yes, talk to them, communicate, like charge forward, proceed, but I'm getting like proceed with caution, all right? Because I'm getting like, you might even learn more about them, like that, like more information about them, that you might even be like, I don't know if this is my person or not, right? Like, or, you know, but I'm just gonna like take it slow over here, right? Like, don't allow yourself to get caught up in these like dreams of like I don't know, I'm just getting like, this is the one, this is it, you know, like that kind of energy over here, all right? And so, for some of you, like for those of you that are in like a more established relationship or something like that, I am seeing like this need to talk about something. Some of you might be ready to take the next step. You know, I am seeing like changes and decisions over here, you know, and success. All right. So you might be ready to take like the next step to level up in your relationship over here, right? Like whatever leveling up means for you, right? Like, so like I said, so for some of you, it's like establishing even like exclusivity. For others, it might be like moving in together. For others, it might just be like becoming boyfriend, girlfriend. I don't know, right? For some of you, it could be like tying the knot or whatever, right? So it's like, you know, like there is this need to communicate though, right? Like it's like you're not really talking about it, is what I'm getting. All right, some of you over here could be dealing with an air sign. Is just something that I'm getting over here. So like any Libras, Aquarius, Geminis over here. All right, but you know, like there is this need to, it's like as you're making changes, right? Because change in decisions, right, is really sticking out to me over here, right? I'm getting, you know, like y'all needing to work with each other, okay? Like adapt to each other's needs, talk about it, all right? I'm getting like for some of you, you could have some things outside of you kind of keeping you from making the progress that you want, right? It's like you're thinking about it, right? But you know, how much action are you actually taking? And I'm getting that it's like, I don't know, like for some of you, it could be like, I don't know, work just really taking up a lot of your time, family, like, I don't know, like just other responsibilities over here, keeping you from truly charging forward. But, you know, I am seeing like, you know, this progress, this level up is coming, okay? You have a lot of like, you have the judgment, a reawakening, right? Like for wands, like the creator, Ace of Swords, right? Things are growing over here, all right? You might just feel a little bit of a lull right now, but that is what I have for you today, Taurus. Thank you so much for being here, all right? And I'm gonna go ahead and move on to Gemini, but I am going to have some coffee first. All right, well, thank you, and hello, Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. What does Gemini have going on? What love messages does Gemini need to hear the week of March 27? Okay, my darling. Yeah, well, all right. My darling, there is something that you are refusing to move on from, okay? I don't know what it is. Okay, like I'm getting like Okay, I'm strongly feeling like the single-ish energy, right? Like you could have like a person lingering around in your energy over here, but that you might not really be with over here or something. But there is this resistance to moving on from something that hurt you, something that, you know, didn't feel good over here, but it's like you're not letting it go for some reason. And, you know, you are over here showing up in this desire to want to start something new. You know, some of you, you know, it's funny because I'm getting like with the Page of Pentacles being in the material realm, it's like I'm getting that, you know, some of you could be exploring your talents, your money, your skills, or you're actually like being asked to over here. Okay, but it's like I'm getting that you're making changes, sorry, in your material realm, because Pentacles rules that. So like that could be like changes to your living location. Maybe you've moved jobs, maybe you've moved houses, places, maybe you've like transformed even like the way you dress, the way you look, your body, right? Like whatever, right? It's like, so you're making those changes over here, but it's like, if you're not allowing the internal changes to manifest, you know, it's like all of those external things can change, but if you're not allowing your feelings to move on and your feelings to truly let go of those things that are not serving you, you know, then like what's, I mean, you know, like how are you truly going to charge forward, right? How are you truly going to, right? Like it's like the last little bit of something that you need, like the last little bit of action that you need to truly be able to move on. Okay, like there's just some like feelings over here needing to be addressed. Okay, for those of you that are dealing, you know, with someone, like I'm getting like there could be someone from the past that you need to let go of, right? There could be like some old habits that are hurting your present relationship. It's like I'm getting like a sense of almost like we almost have it all, right? But it's like there's still something that's keeping you over here from truly like embarking on this new adventure, you know. So let's see, singles. What do single Geminis have going on this week? Yeah, Four of Pentacles. Okay. You know, for some of you over here, you might be like kind of just focused on your stability right now. I'm getting, you know, this need for you to like, you know, the four is stable. You know, some people might call it stagnancy, right? But like in this moment, what I'm seeing is like this need for you to kind of focus on that, and like, because there's still like energy that you need to balance over here, you know. There's still, you know, it's like sitting with your thoughts about what you need to leave behind, right? Sitting with your thoughts about, you know, balancing what you need to leave behind and what you need to charge forward toward is what I'm getting. Okay, so it's almost, it's just like kind of like a chill time right now, you know. I'm not saying that forever, this is temporary, but for now it's like you really got to be worried about you and your stability. Okay, and so you do have, yeah, you have detach, you have, what was I saying? Okay. All right. So like, you know, detach. You need to just detach from whoever it is that's bringing you down over here right now. It's a time to focus on yourself. Okay. And you know, it's funny, like sweet nothings. Well, not funny. I don't know if it's funny. It's funny to me. I think it's cute to me. It's like, yes, you know, like do sweet nothings for yourself. It's like, you do not need somebody to like take care of you right now. And I'm not trying to say it in like that you don't need anybody, blah blah, right? Like we all want somebody, blah blah, you know. It's like more of like right now, like you can take care of you, right? Like you got this, right? So do little things for yourself, little things that are gonna make you feel good. Okay, you know what that is. So those of you that are in a relationship or dealing with someone or have someone on your mind here, let's see what you have coming up this week. Yeah, you have that. All right, just with the reversal of the Three of Cups over here, I'm getting right off the bat like three's a crowd. All right, you do with that what you want. Okay, like, but for some of you, you could have like a third party interference in your relationship. That does not have to mean like cheating or something like that. It could, for some of you, only take it if it resonates. But you know, it could also be, you know, a third party in the sense of like work, and the third party of sense of family, friends over here, right? Just like the reversal here. I don't know, I got the vibes like straight up. And it's like, you know, it's kind of getting in the way of you like making progress over here. All right, like that. Yeah, okay, like there is something outside of your relationship that is kind of keeping you all from charging forward. Okay, so I'm just, I feel the need to say this because it's the message that I'm getting, is like for those of you that have actually, maybe like you found out about some cheating or something like that, right? It's like, are you gonna, if you're trying to charge forward with your person, I'm getting the message of like you are needing to move on from that, right? Like you need to truly be able to forgive your person, and then you can kind of move on together over here, right? But if you're just gonna hang on to this and not move on, not continue to like explore for different solutions, right? Like not allow yourself to continue with your person in a more, in like a healthy way, then it's like, what are you doing, you know? And so, you know, there is this this need to release, you know, release, detach yourself from, you know, for those of you that is not a person, you know, like it could be like unhealthy habits, right? I'm getting even, okay, this is really weird. I don't know why I got like addictions getting in here. I don't know what that means, right? But I don't know. That was just a random message here for some of you, but something that is getting in the way of you making progress. But like it could be work, right? I mean, it could be like a workaholic sort of thing, you know, like an addiction to work over here. But I'm also getting like friends just butting in and not like minding their own business. And you know, there is this need to kind of like release that, either release people's opinions, like release like, I don't know, some friends even that are unhealthy, like that kind of thing. And I'm not saying this in like a toxic, you know, like I don't want you to have any friends over here, you know, kind of relationship, but more in like you know, if there are people that are just like hurting you, hurting your relationship, hurting your like hurting yourself, right? Like mainly this is more about you. Like if you have people like hurting you in that way, then there might be like this need to release some people, okay? Like you obviously know like how much people, yeah, sorry. I'm going to take a couple more over here. All right. But you know, you do have delusion, okay? So there is this need to kind of break this like I don't know, there's just some delusion over here about like happening between you and your partner. Like I mean, it could be about like what you need to let go, you know, like you might be sorry, the use word deluded, but you might, I mean, I wrote it down, huh? But you might be deluded about you know, what it is that's harming you or not harming you. You might be saying like, no, it's fine, like I already forgave them, right? I can move on over here. But it's like, are you? I don't know, right? And it's like, you know, and honestly, like the big word that I'm seeing here is genuine, which I know I wrote genuine interest. But it's like if you're genuinely interested in trying to fix this, right, then you need to genuinely, right, like either like communicate genuinely, detach from whatever it was that hurt you or whatever it is that's still hurting your relationship, okay? So that is what I have for you today, Gemini. All right. Good luck this week. All right. And thank you so much for being here. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to Cancer. Whew. All right, Cancer. What does Cancer have going on this week of March 27? What love messages does Cancer need to hear right now? Wow, Cancer. Oh, Cancer. Good for you. You know, I am seeing, you know, some of you either found your person that you're like, this is my person, this is the one that I want to settle down with, this is the person that, you know, I see that you envision your future with over here, you know. And for some of you, you're just ready to find it, okay? And this is beautiful, right? Because it's like internally I'm getting like that you're either like you're having this growth of like taking the first step toward the future that you want, you know. So whether that is, you know, single and kind of saying, you know what, I'm ready to put myself out there, or whether you're with someone and you're like, you know what, I'm ready to kind of solidify this over here. You know, it's ultimately starting with you over here. You know, you are showing up in this Nine of Pentacles energy, which is it's beautiful, right? Because it's, you know, you knowing what you bring to the table is you saying, hey, you know, like I am strong. Hey, you know what, like this is what I've worked so hard for. You know, maybe you've worked hard on your healing. Maybe you've, you know, worked hard on I don't know, like addressing things that haven't worked out in your relationship, and you're finally feeling that strength. You're feeling like you're getting the benefits of the hard work that you've put in over here, you know, and it's like, it's beautiful because the Nine of Pentacles says, like, yes, you are going to get those rewards, you know. If you feel like you haven't been putting in enough work, then that is what you're being asked to do, you know. Continue to process. Remember that, you know, healing and growing, like, that's something that we can do our whole lives, right? Like, it's not like you've achieved healed status and you're done. You know, you never know how little things are going to show up, you know, like, and affect you in a relationship, or how you deal with other people and things like that, right? Sorry, I'm getting the message of, like, you know, you might have read all the books, right? But have you applied it in real life, right? It's like, okay, you know, like, now is the application time, first of all. And secondly, is like, continue to grow, continue on your journey. Remember that the Nine of Pentacles, yes, is reaping the rewards of all the hard work, but there are still level ups to be had, okay? So you are still on a growing journey over here. Okay, so for singles, so let's see, what do singles have showing up this week? Okay, you know, singles. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra, or you're like, you could have, okay, Cancer, hear me out. Some of you could have a shady Libra coming your way, or trying to, like, make you a proposition that you're just gonna be like, no. That does not sit well with me. That does not feel balanced. That is not what I want. Okay, it doesn't have to be a Libra. Okay, it could just be somebody. I'm getting, like, somebody who's, like, flirty and exciting and chatty, and, you know, like, but I'm also getting, like, mind games over here, just like with the reversal of the Justice card, right? So, you know, I am going to say, you know, like, as you are encountering energies, and if it's not like a specific energy over here, you know, I am seeing, you know, it's like, as you kind of get yourself out there, you know, it is possible that you're going to meet some people who are just not nice, all right, period. And it's like, there's this need for you to continue to know your worth, you know, like, I'm getting yeah, like, continue to know your worth, continue to know, like, what you stand for, what it is that you want, okay? You know, with reciprocity, you know, and the Justice cards, you know, I was gonna say, right, like, is this person giving, you know, putting in enough effort, right? Like, you know, make sure that you're not feeling depleted, you know, that you're getting, you know, what you want out of these connections over here, balancing the scales, you know, reality check and slow down, just really saying, hey, you know, like, I don't know, maybe you feel so ready to find this, but, you know, you do not need to have a date every night of the week, right? Like, I mean, maybe you do, but, you know, that's your choice. Okay. I am saying slow down, you know, like, slow and steady. Like, don't overwhelm yourself, right? Because that is how you're going to get to burnout, you know? So it's like, if you do go on a date every night this week, right? Like, you might just be like, I'm so tired of dating now, right? So just kind of, like, slow and steady, okay? Like, and make sure that I'm getting, just, like, continuously check yourself, you know, as you're meeting people, right? You know, is this like reciprocated? Is this real? Is this balanced over here, okay? Now, for those of you that are dealing with someone or have someone on your mind, let's see. All right. Oh, yeah, come ups. That's funny. I don't know. Could you hear, like, the engine revving in the background? I don't know if you could hear that. But yes, all right. Like, you just have better days coming your way, okay? Like, yes, it's like, you're feeling good. You're feeling, like, the love. Your person's feeling the love. I don't know. I'm thinking, yeah. You're, like, really feeling the love, okay? So have some fun, okay? Like, enjoy each other's company, like, get out there over here. I'm getting another Virgo energy. Yeah, Virgo. What would that be? Like, Virgo, Pisces, Sag, Gemini, maybe. For some of you, you could be dealing with those energies, all right? But if not, I'm just getting, like, you know, get out there, have fun, you know, like, share your vision with each other. Like, what do you want? Talk about it. Talk about what this Two of Cups, yep, okay? Talk about what this Two of Cups looks like for you, you know, and what do you want with each other, you know? Like, have some fun, okay? So that is what I have for you this week. Cancer, all right? Sounds like, you know, hey, fun times coming up ahead, okay? So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to Leo, but first I need coffee. Coffee. Okay. Coffee. I don't know what I always picture like coffee, like, but like spelt like toffee. I don't know why. Like T-O, what is that? You know, I don't know. It's like I feel like I've been talking about toffee for a while and I haven't gotten any. Do I even like toffee? I don't know. Why am I ranting? I think I just needed a little mental break, but all right, let's do this. What's after Cancer? Leo. Leo. What does Leo have coming up this week of March 27? Love messages for Leo. All right. Ooh. Okay. So you do have two starting energies, Leo, over here, all right? The Ace of Pentacles is like you want to solidify something, all right? You've been thinking about something. You want to get going. You want this new start, like a new chance. Like, so for some of you, for like singles over here, it could just be about, you know, being ready to start a relationship. But I'm also getting being ready to communicate to someone over here with the Page of Swords, because you're showing up as, you know, like, I love this, you know, very charming, very witty, like just, you know, like, I don't know, clearly expressing yourself is something that I'm getting, which I don't always get that with the Page of Swords, because the Page of Swords can sometimes be, you know, clumsy, but charm was really sticking out to me over here, you know? So it's like, I'm getting, like, you're gonna... Okay, what I heard was you're gonna be charming the pants off someone. Okay, take it or leave it. I don't know why I heard that, okay? But anyway, so you know, over here, like with it's like, yes, two starting energies, all right? You are ready to go. You're going to be communicating. You're going to be talking, okay? For those of you that are dealing with someone, I'm getting that there is also something that you want to share, okay? Like, you might be trying to level up with your person. You might be trying to start something a little bit more stable, is something that I'm getting, right? At, because it's in the Pentacles realm. So it's like, you might be thinking about, hey, you know, like, what do we need to do to, you know, become stronger together? And you're going to be sharing over here, or you're being asked to share, okay? Like, whatever it is that you are trying to start, talk about it, put it out there, you know, manifest it on your own, and then manifest it through your actions, and then manifest it by communicating it with your person, all right? And so, let's see, those are you singles. Yeah, singles. You do have Nine of Swords, okay? Very much in your head, okay? You know, like some of you could be dealing with a Gemini. This is Leo, right? Yeah, some of you could be dealing with a Gemini. I'm not necessarily like getting that, but like there might be something that you want to share with someone, okay? Like with a Gemini or with somebody who, you know what it is? It's like, I'm getting is like somebody that you feel like outwits you, or like that you feel like you have trouble expressing yourself to, right? And that's why this Page of Swords showed up over here, because it's saying, hey, you know what? You don't have to feel the most refined, you know? Like what I was saying about like you're gonna be charming anyway, right? But it's like you might be having some self-doubts. You don't have to feel like I have all the right words to say. How can I express this, right? It's like say what you need to say, period. Okay, for those of you that are, you know, it's like, because you're being asked to get out of your head over here, you know, it's like you're allowing something. I mean, I'm getting like something, either some, I don't know, whatever it is that you're trying to start, whatever it is that you're trying to, like, whatever journey you are heading on, you're allowing it to kind of plague your mind over here, and you're not sharing, you know. And it's like you're being asked to put it out there, okay? Put that energy out there so that you can truly release the angst, release the worry over here, you know, and get some new beautiful beginnings, okay? Yep, try something new, move on, and check your love language, okay? So for some of you, this trying something new might be the communicating. For some of you, you just need to move on from someone, okay? There's someone lingering in your energy over here. And that's why you have these two starter energies. It's like, let's start something elsewhere, all right? Let it go. There's something you need to let go of over here, okay? So try something new. And you know what? Check your love language. I am seeing, you know, I don't know, like some of your hangups are just like around recognizing that, hey, you know what? Like your love languages just didn't match up, you know, whoever it is that's lingering over here, you know, make sure that, you know, like, I mean, you know, it just might be something, okay. It might be something to start the conversation with the like the next person that you kind of meet over here, you know. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be like, what's your love language? Although why not, right? You know what? Yeah, communicate it, okay? But you know, like that might just be something that kind of helps you figure out, you know, if this is something or somebody that, you know, you can like truly have something with, you know, because it's like if you it's like I don't know, like if you have somebody who's like an acts of service person and somebody who's like a very, you know, just like needs affection or needs hugs or needs to be told pretty things, right? Like, and you know, you're not, it doesn't mean that you're like neither of you is wrong, right? Like you're just not connecting, right? And you know, kind of what I'm saying is like, you know, like for those of you that are releasing something, maybe you felt like you were good together or something, but it's like did you actually connect, right? Like did you actually make each other, I'm getting almost like getting, okay, you know what I'm getting like caught up in the checklist of like, but this person had this and this and this and this and sorry. Wow, yeah. It's like, but your communication sucked, okay? Or like there was just like something about that. I don't know. Okay, that's the message that I got. Take it or leave it. You are being asked to move on over here, release that in charge towards something new. So, you know, like you get to decide ultimately. Now, for those of you that are dealing with someone or have somebody on your mind over here, let's see what is happening. Leo, this is Leo, right? Yeah, you have the King of Cups, okay? And so some of you could be dealing with a Pisces over here. But I am getting like your person right now kind of being emotionally distant, all right? They might not be taking that action that you want. You know, kings do charge forward and get things done over here, but the reversal is saying your person isn't really I don't know, I'm getting even like being emotionally withholding or just not taking the steps necessary toward this progress that you want to make over here, you know. So you do have this need, yeah. Like once yeah, okay, there you go. So this need to one, like speak your truth, okay, like listen to each other's needs over here. But I'm getting also like you needing to take the first step, okay, like you actually, I mean, take it or leave it. I'm not trying to place the onus on you. You get to decide if that you want to take that on, obviously, right? But it's like, I'm just getting your person being a little bit more like, I don't know, like, I don't know what to do right now, you know? So it's like, you know, if you want to kind of, I don't know, for some of you, like you might have been out on the I don't know, something, and there's like something wait like a reconciliation waiting to happen, but it's gonna have to come from you. So you get to decide, right? If you're like, no, like I'm just not doing that anymore, right? Like you get to go and charge forward elsewhere, right? But it's like if you want to kind of have this like continued relationship, continuing to charge forward with this person, you are going to have to talk, okay? And I'm also getting, you know, like speak and listen, you know, like listen to their needs, share your truth, but also listen to their truth, okay? Because you might have, check your love languages, all right? Because you might have different versions of the same story. So really, really listen, you know, not just like listen, like pay attention, like actually listen to understand what's happening, all right? So that is what I have for you right now, Leo. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to Virgo. All right, Virgo. What does Virgo have going on this week of March 27? Virgo messages for love messages for March 27. All right, Virgo, you know, you are showing up over here in your own energy. The King of Pentacles is Virgo energy reversed. So but you know, showing up reversed, which is saying to me, you know, like you might not be feeling your best right now, you might not be feeling your strongest, but you're trying to show up over here. I'm getting like a stronger than you are feeling, right? You are strong, I'm not saying that you're not strong, you are strong, right? But like you're trying to, I'm getting like take care of everything, take care of all these things, take care of yourself and then some, you know. And it's like just kind of feeling, I'm getting like the word depleted, you know. So, you know, whether you are like single and just kind of dealing with like yourself, a lot of other responsibilities, like not, I don't know, I'm getting like having trouble taking care of yourself, you know? So like, or whether you're dealing with someone and you're kind of feeling like you need to take care of a lot of things, like take care of family, take care of like your person, take care of like, I don't know, I'm just getting a lot of multitasking energy over here, you know? Um, but there is this need for you over here with the King of Pentacles reversed. I'm just getting, you know, to make sure that you're also taking care of yourself, okay? It's like, yes, you can continue to be this King of Pentacles who's a provider, who's reliable, right? Who's generous with their time, generous with their money, generous with their actions, you know, and serving others and taking care of their people, right? Like this father figure, you know, like just gets it done kind of energy, right? And but you know, don't forget to like put some of that into yourself, okay? It's like, don't feel like you need to like kind of have this facade the whole time, you know? I'm getting the message that, you know, do not dismiss your need for support as a weakness, okay? Like asking for support is a form of a strength, okay? Seeing the strength in being like, in knowing when, you know, like knowing when you need like outside help is actually the smartest move, right? It's like, why are you gonna keep it all on your plate, you know? Like it's like, I don't know if it's I'm just getting like, oh, I'm just getting an energy of like, I don't want to ask for help, you know? But it's like, why wouldn't you? You know, like, I know it's hard. I don't know, maybe it's the ego, right? Your ego might need some tending to over here, you know? You know, for those of you singles over here, you do have like the creator, and I am gonna say, you know, the creator is telling you about boundaries, okay? Like the creator has dealt with all of these hardships over here, right? Like the storms have come in and taught the creator all these lessons, and as a result, right, like they've learned their lessons, and you know, they're creating boundaries and they're charging forward. But the reversal over here is saying, oh my goodness, like there's still stuff that you're not processing, you know, like you're not learning your lessons. I don't know what your lessons are in love, but I'm getting that they have to deal with boundaries, okay? It's like, I don't know, like I'm getting a sense of allowing others to kind of step all over you, right? Or like, I hate to say that, right, but like use you for your time, use you for your resources. So there is this need to work on how much you offer, how much you give, like how much you of your time you put out, your energy, right? Like what is, yeah, you know, balance check over here, you know? Yeah. So it's like things need to be brought into balance over here, you know? So be firm, be strong, you know, like know that, like take those lessons that you're, you know, to teach you about setting your boundaries, about saying, oh, you know what, like this is actually what I want out of a relationship. Actually, no, I don't want to do all the legwork, you know, especially if you're kind of meeting people over here, you know? And if you get like a sense of imbalance, like feeling free to, you know, walk away or voice that, you know? You have a date and not yet over here, which is kind of telling me like, you know what, like right now there's still like some work to do within yourself before you actually kind of get out there and date. All right, like that's just the message that I'm getting, you know? It's like you might just need a little bit more simmering before you're ready to go, okay? Now for those of you that are dealing with someone or in a relationship, let's see what you have coming up. Yeah, you have the Emperor charging forward. You know, I am gonna say like another father energy. All right, I'm getting, you know, like I mean, queer fam, take this message extra, you know, but I am getting like a clash of just like energies, okay? Like you and your person are both feeling defeated, but you and your person are both being stubborn and not acting like, and I'm getting like not acting right, not acting forward, like not really sharing. I'm getting more of that from your person with the Emperor reversed. But it's like you're also not truly, it's like I'm sorry, but you're not helping, you know? So I go back to this, right? Like asking for support. If you want to charge forward over here, like you need to tell your person to like step up their game, you know? Ask them, why are you retreating even? I'm even getting like retreating, you know, more than anything. Like your person might just be, I don't know, like, like distracted. I mean, there could be like other things happening over here, but it's like they're not like taking the steps necessary until they're not taking the steps necessary, right? Like to help you feel fulfilled in this relationship. So there is this need, you know, I go back to this, right? For you to truly show your strength by voicing that, by saying, you know, what it is that you need, okay? Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, so you do have attention unavailable and sexy times over here, all right? Like for some of you, like having some of this, I'm getting could be I don't know, it could help ease some of the tension, all right? For some of you, maybe you just, I'm getting like an energy of like you haven't even made time for that, you know, that part of your relationship or something. It's like that's been unavailable. Maybe you, like I said, you've had other responsibilities and things that have cost you to like not make time for each other and to be like romantic and sweet and helpful, or like, you know, whatever with each other, you know. Why did I get the term canoodle? But it's like that could be something to ease the tension over here, you know, because there is tension happening, okay? I'm just getting like a butting of heads. So voice your opinions, right? Like know that there is strength and vulnerability. That is what I have for you this week, Virgo. All right. If anything resonated, please feel free to let me know. Thank you so much for being here, and good luck. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to Libra. Libra. What does Libra have going on this week? Libra. What love messages does Libra need to hear this week? All right, Libra, you do have the Empress showing up over here reversed, and you have the Two of Cups. All right, wow. Okay, so Libra, I am gonna say for some of you, this is really interesting. It's like you are putting yourself out there. All right, you are trying to get what you want. You are looking for your Two of Cups. You are showing up in that energy. I'm getting you are showing up in this is what I have to offer. This is what I'm looking for. Like some of you might really be dating right now or starting to date and willing to put yourselves out there. Some of you might be in a relationship where you're like, yes, let's take this to the next level, you know. I found my person. I want to keep this going, you know. But the Empress reversed internally over here is just telling me like something isn't quite right, okay? There is something about, I'm getting like the way that you are either putting yourself out there that might be hurting you a little bit, you know? So for single energy, for the example that I'm getting is like a depletion of your energy, right? Or, you know, you being kind of so focused on dating and showing up in a certain way that you are dismissing your needs, okay? Actually, for those of you in a relationship as well, it's like, you know, you might be so focused on trying to make this relationship work that you're forgetting to nurture yourself, nourish yourself. Now, you know, obviously, yes, you know, like in a relationship in particular, right? Like there's compromise, there's taking care of each other, right? Like there could be, you know, interdependency, not to be confused with codependency over here, you know, but it's like you can't do that at your expense, right? Because if you're not taking care of your needs, then eventually taking care of others is unsustainable, right? How are you actually going to be, you know, contributing to this relationship if you have nothing else to give, you know? So there is this need for you to focus on yourself, you know, like focus on taking care of your actual needs, your like I'm getting like your, you know, I'm gonna do this. I haven't done this for anybody else, but just because I'm getting these messages and my little self-care deck is right here staring at me. Yeah, okay. You have tell yourself you're proud. What have you done? What have you learned? What are you working on? Okay, like be proud of what you're doing. For some of you, it's almost like you're not seeing your worth, okay? Like you're not seeing, like there's like an awakening, like a new version of you trying to rise over here that I'm getting, like you might be repressing over here, okay? So it's like, don't be afraid. I'm getting like for some of you, don't be afraid to show the real you. I'm getting like, don't dismiss your authentic self for the sake of taking care of others, you know, and like don't put the like don't dull your shine, okay? No. That is what I'm getting. Interesting. Wow. But you know, for those of you who are single, let's see what else you need to hear right now. Singles, what's coming your way? Yeah, interesting. You have the 10 of Pentacles reversed over here, okay? So yeah, for some of you, they're like, you know, kind of, you know, what I would say, it's like this like awakening, this new version of you that's really trying to rise, that you're not allowing to rise. It's like, okay, for some of you, it's like there's this need for you to learn from past relationships, from failed relationships, from things that haven't worked out. There's this need for you to think about, you know, why things didn't work out and what do you learn from that, okay? I'm getting like for some of you, it's just like, you know, this 10 of Pentacles, your future, you know, like what you want over here, like it's not gonna come if you don't focus on yourself first, and you don't really think about what you need to change up. I'm also getting, right, like what do you need to do differently in these new relationships, okay? It's like you're dismissing that, right? I'm getting, okay, I'm getting like a very giving energy that's been kind of taken advantage of, but then you haven't really changed your ways. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, you know? And if that's not it, then I mean, like there's just something about you still needing to make sure that you're taking care of yourself and having your independent time within the whole, okay? Like I hope that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah, for some of you, there are things that you need to leave behind over here. I'm getting like detached from those old habits, detached from, you know, learn your lessons over here, and kind of learn from them and then let them go, okay? There are still, I'm getting like actions that you need to take over here as far as your healing, you know. So like actually work on it, right? Actually work on taking care of yourself. Actually, you know, think about, you know, if something didn't work out, right? I'm getting like take action, not toward what didn't work out, but take action toward what it is that you do want, okay? For some of you, like your love language, you might need to assess your love languages, is kind of what I'm getting, all right? So look into that. If you don't know, like, and if you do know, then think about what your love languages are. Like, think about how those are affecting your relationships. Or for some of you, it might just be like doing kind of like trying to figure out what your love languages are and how those are manifesting in your relationships, okay? And so for those of you that are dealing with someone here, all right, you do have the sun. Wow. So you do have better days coming. You do have Leo energy showing up. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. You don't have to necessarily. But yes, it's like better days are coming, okay? So, you know, like don't be, it's like I'm getting, you know, you as you detach from the things that haven't worked out, as you take action toward yourself, like this, and as you learn to have fun over here, okay? Like just better days are coming. Somebody with a true heart over here, you know, somebody with like just genuine feelings for you is what I'm getting. It's like things are gonna clear up, you know, things are gonna get better over here. I'm getting like y'all are, if you're kind of not, yeah, if there's like some external factors over here, for some of you it's like not even your relationship. It's like it could just be like you have been so depleted of your energy because of work or because of family or because of other responsibilities or something, right? So that might be kind of depleting you, and it's like you and your person might be totally okay, you know. So there's this need to kind of clear up what's happening, okay? I do feel like you're dealing with somebody who has good intentions toward you over here, okay? So that is what I have for you right now, Libra. All right, thank you so much for being here. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and move on to Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Actually, I need some coffee. All right, Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. What does Scorpio have going on this week? Wow. All right, Scorpio, you have the Magician reversed and the Ace of Wands reversed. Wow. Resisting something new much? Okay. So yeah, you have 2-1 energies. All right, the number 11 or the number 1 could be significant over here. You might kind of want to look into that energy as well as something that I'm getting. All right, the 11th could be significant. Wow. But yeah, you know, there's something that you're not charging forward on, that you're like resisting. Okay, like the Magician over here. Okay, yeah, okay. The first message that I got when I saw this was like, be careful, be mindful of where you are placing your passions, okay? Of like where you're directing your attention. For some of you, it could be like where you're like a misdirection of lust, a misdirection of affection as well, you know? So like that was something over here that I got, you know, just like with the Ace of Wands reversed and the Magician, right? Because the Magician wants to get something started, but you know, especially when I see a reverse, it can be a very manipulative energy, and like there's good manipulative and bad manipulative, right? Because like the Magician knows how to manipulate all the resources that it has access to, right? But like the misuse of that, right, can create some negative energy around you, you know? So just kind of be mindful about that, okay? There is this need for you to kind of, I'm getting like, take a step back, like go deep within, you know? And think about the resources that you have access to, okay? Think about, you know, like the lessons that you've learned, the passions that you have, like the love that you have to give, you know, I don't know, whatever it is, right? It's like there is this need to kind of take a step back, assess that, and then think about how you can use that adequately, right? And I'm seeing that, you know, like for example, like, okay, I'm just gonna go with the Ace of Wands over here because it's showing up. It's like how you're showing up. It's like for some of you, you might have a lot of passion that you want to share, right? But, you know, it's like, who are you sharing that with, right? Like, is it coming out in anger? Is it coming out in lust? Is it coming out in, you know, how is it showing up, right? Like there is this, the reversal is kind of saying over here, like, hey, you know, things might be like a little, I'm getting like misunderstood. I'm getting a haze, like a haze of things, just cloudiness, unclearness, lack of clarity. For some of you that are dealing with someone, there could be lack of clarity between you and a person, like just kind of not sharing of true feelings, like not really expressing things, like not charging forward, you know? um and not that, you know, being stable is a bad thing or anything, right? But I'm just kind of seeing this desire to start something new, but like nothing's really happening, you know? I'm getting some clearing up needing to happen within yourself, really, right? And you kind of taking, like I said, taking that step back. So, wow. All right. Wow, wow, wow. Scorpio, what are you doing? Can you tell me? But all right. I'm going to go ahead and ask for energy coming towards singles this week. Yeah, you have the Page of Swords. Reverse, some of you could be dealing with an air sign. That would be Libra, Aquarius, Gemini over here. Not, you know, it doesn't have to be. But I'm going to say, you know, even for those of you that are single, I'm getting like the single and not so single kind of thing. Or it could just be like you kind of meeting over here, like people over here, you know. But I'm gonna say this is a third energy of resistance, okay? The Magician, one energy, wants to charge forward, not going. Ace of Wands, reverse, wants to charge forward, not going. Page of Swords, wants to charge forward, not going, right? Like all of these are starter energies, but there's just like closed but no cigar, right? Like you are resisting something over here. There's something that you're not charging toward. And like the, you know, with the Page of Swords over here in your thoughts, like, I mean, sorry, that's like the The Swords is like your intellectual realm, right? So there is this need for you to like think about it, pay attention to your thoughts, listen to yourself, you know, like why are you scared to charge forward? Why are you not doing things? Why are you not taking the first step toward what it is that you want? You know, like what needs clearing up, you know? Sorry, I'm gonna go back to this because the message, I realized they cut it. So, but I think it was because it's like there's that need for clarity within yourself first before you kind of are dealing with someone. But I was gonna say, for some of you that are like dealing with people, it's like I go back to this haze of communication. Okay, so it's like you need to be clear. Wow. You need to be clear about something, because like you might just have unclear communication finding you. Like you might be dealing with somebody that might be trying to be manipulative toward you, that might be a little bit tricky, that the way that they express themselves just doesn't really give you answers, right? So like the important part is going to be for you to find clarity within yourself. Okay, now, yeah, that's funny. You do have go for it, delays, and soon, okay? You know, with the go for it, is like whatever it is, like I said, so much resistance to starting something over here. It's like go for it, okay? Like go for it, what it is that you want. You know, for those of you that are like maybe like starting to date or trying to like detach from this person and go for something new, you know, it's like go for it, okay? Like you might not get like everything that you want right now, but it's coming soon, okay? Like these delays are happening because you are resisting charging forward, all right? So there is this need for you to kind of, yeah, like really assess what it is that you want to head toward, is what I'm getting, okay? So wow. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to those of you that are dealing with someone or in a relationship here, or thinking about someone. You do have the Chariot showing up reversed. Scorpio, what are you? Okay, you need to tell me if there's any Scorpios here that this is resonating with. Can y'all talk to me? Because I am so curious, because you have a yet another wanting to charge forward and not charging forward energy, okay? Because like the Chariot is all about heading towards success, right? It's like about making progress. It's about saying, hey, you know what, that didn't work out, so I'm gonna head in this other new direction over here, right? Like you might have some choices to make for some of you, but it showed up reversed, so you're not doing it, you're not charging forward over here. So why? What's keeping you? Like what is going on? I mean, I go back to this whole like needing to really assess what it is that you want. But goodness golly, you are just feeling stuck, aren't you? Like can you confirm that with me? Because this is so insane to me, like just all of this wanting to get going but nothing is happening, right? And it's not just the reversals. Yes, the reversals really emphasize that sense of feeling topsy-turvy, like you don't misdirection, like not knowing where to head over here. But it's like all of these energies are energies of wanting to charge forward, but you're just, I'm getting in your own way, you know. For some of you, like, you know, you could have choices needing to be made, okay? Like you might be thinking about two different paths, right? I mean, for some of you, it could be like, do I want to proceed with this person? Do I want to move on from them? Do I want to, like, I don't know, like, do I want to take the next step? Do I want to, I don't know, like, move on? I don't know, right? But it's like you could have just choices needing to be made over here, and that is why you are stuck, you know? So I go back to this whole, like, really assessing what it is that you want and figuring out like the resources and what you have access to at the moment. And I'm gonna say, you know, with the Ace of Wands showing up, like be mindful of, you know, what you're passionate about, okay? I'm gonna say like the thing that's calling to you right now is following your passions, okay? So really think about what makes you feel good, what sparks you, all right? Like it's like that part of you is really trying to shine over here, okay? And so, yeah, you have delusion, you have secrets, goodness, golly, and love language, okay? So for some of you that are dealing with someone, I go back to this, right? Like, listen, I saying about the haze, you know, it's just like this sense of things not being clear, y'all not being real with each other over here with secrets, okay? There are just things that need to be exposed. I'm getting feelings that need to be shared, thoughts that need to be communicated, okay? For some of you, just checking your love language could be a way to start addressing addressing these things if you want to continue to charge forward, okay? So just kind of figuring out, you know, are we compatible in our love languages? You know, how do we show love, right? Because like that could be part of, you know, the miscommunication over here, you know? So that, or it could be a starting point to talking about your needs, okay? Wow, Scorpio. Goodness golly. All right, like good luck, you know, good luck charging forward toward things and really paying attention to your passions over here. Remember that you have the resources that you need to get what you want, you know. You just need to be willing to like talk about it and communicate. See how beautiful that is when they're all right side up? So good things are coming, right? Like you just need to make sure that you're like taking that first step and really following your heart over here, okay? Wow. All right, Scorpio, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm gonna go ahead and move on to Sagittarius. Actually, Sagittarius, give me a second. I need water. Oi. All right, thank you so much for waiting. Whew. All right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. What love messages does Sagittarius need to hear the week of March 27? All right, Sagittarius, you do have the moon showing up reversed. So, you know, for some of you, it's like you need to get real with yourself, okay? The moon reversed to me screams, and especially, so this is like your internal side and this is how you're showing up. And it's like the moon in your internal side and a reverse is just saying like you are hiding your feelings from yourself, okay? It's like that's how secretive you're being. I'm getting repression. I'm getting suppression. I'm getting, you know, just like no, like la 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 la. I'm not hurt. La 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 la. I don't care. La 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 la. Like I'm not paying attention, right? Like yeah, these rocky waters are fine, you know. And I'm getting that from the Six of Swords, okay? Because you know, like the Six of Swords really wants to charge forward towards something new over here, you know, figure out what works best, you know, leave behind, you know, those rocky waters of things that haven't worked out in order to find, you know, smoother sailing over here. But you're like keeping yourself from doing that, okay? Like you're reluctant to this transformation over here, and I'm getting that it's coming because you're not real with your feelings, okay? So like for singles, that might be, it could be a person, you know, like getting real with your feelings about, I'm getting like, for some of you singles, like somebody hurt you and you're dismissing those feelings. You're not recognizing how much they hurt you. So there's this need to like, hey, you know, kind of like process those feelings, sit with those feelings so that you can truly move on from that, right? Kind of just figure out, hey, you know, what did I get from this? What did I learn from this? And then charge forward toward, you know, this new, like I don't know, just like with all the stars over here in the background of the Six of Swords, it's just like I'm getting like your wishes being granted over here, you know, like this can happen for you, but you know, you need to decide that you want to go on and explore and charge forward toward that, you know. And that's not gonna happen if you're not real about what it is that you want and what it is that hurt you and that you're trying to leave behind, you know. For those of you that are dealing with someone, like there could be some feelings that you're not sharing with your person. Y'all could have gone to like through some quarrels over here, like some arguments that just like you're having a hard time assessing, all right? Like your person could have hurt you. It could have, I'm getting like even, okay, what I'm getting is like an unintentional hurt. Like maybe they didn't even realize that they were hurting you, or like they did something that you felt slighted, but you're not talking about it. You're not like letting that go, but you're also not sharing it, you know? So it's like, how are you gonna let that go if you don't share it, you know? So like those are, I mean, I know some of the kind of energies that I'm sensing here. So for singles, more specifically, let's see, what energy do singles have showing up this week? Wow, singles. Some of you could have like Whew, single. Some of you could have an Aries showing up in your life over here. It doesn't have to be an Aries, all right? It could just be somebody who's like gonna charge toward you and charge toward you hard, okay? So, you know, like the Emperor goes for it, the Emperor, and it's like right side up. It's ready to go. This is somebody who's smart. This is somebody who's charming, I'm getting. This is somebody who's just gonna be like, you know, fire and fire. I mean, I don't know how compatible Aries and Sagittarius are, but I'm getting like fire and fire. I'm getting like explosive passion singles, all right? So, you know, like, you know, it's like, are you ready? You know, how are you gonna welcome that in though, right? If you're not ready to like leave something else behind over here, you know. Yep. Okay, yeah. It's like, how are you going to welcome this in? Not yet, until you are ready to move on, right? If you can move on, right, from whatever it was that hurting you, or like whatever it is that you, sorry, I don't know why I did that, but it's like, if you're real with your feelings, right, like this is gonna come in over here, all right? I'm getting, you know, I go back to this, you know, with the secrets, it's like you're keeping secrets from yourself, all right? For some of you, you could be keeping secrets toward your person, and it's like, you know, you have to be real, okay? Like, you need to break the delusion, okay? I'm getting even like more than like you being deluded about someone, is like your person being deluded about what's happening, because they don't know, because you're not putting it out there, all right? So, you know, like, as you know, you're getting ready, like this energy, like for this energy to come in over here, you know, it's like, I'm getting like this person is gonna let you know that they like you, right? Like this person is going to, like, I'm getting like you might be a little reluctant over here, right? Like you might kind of see how they like you, but you might keep your own affection a secret, right? Like you might be getting even like a little bit scared of getting caught up in like something that isn't real. But that's why you need to be stronger, right? Like, or work on your strength, okay? Sorry, I'm not saying that you're not strong. You are strong over here, right? But like you do need, there's like some strength that needs to be continued to be built, okay, over here. So, oh yeah. All right. So those of you that are dealing with someone, or have someone on your mind, or in a relationship over here, you do have the Hangman showing up. This is Pisces energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces over here. You don't have to be, but you know, or somebody who like embodies that energy as well, or something that I'm getting, okay? But you know, it's like, I feel like you and your person have been going through something, and you are gaining this awareness about your relationship. There's something that you learned about your relationship over here with the Hanged Man reversed, right? Because like the Hanged Man has put themselves in this, you know, awkward position over here, right? Like, yeah, the Hangman has put themselves in this awkward position over here to try to get a different understanding of something, right? So I'm getting like that you and your person, right, like have both been trying to problem solve, is what I'm getting, okay? There is some problem, there's something, some secrets, like there's something that hurt you in your relationship over here, that I'm getting like you still haven't talked about, or you haven't let go, but you are going to be coming out of this with a new understanding, okay? I'm getting that, you know, it's like, if you're ready to talk, like, or if you're wanting to talk about it, it's like, okay, it's like, now that you have a better understanding, go for it, okay? Like, talk about it, okay? If you're not quite done, because the Hangman energy still showed up, right? So like for some of you, there could still be a little bit more of an understanding waiting to happen. I'm getting like understanding your person's perspective, okay? You know, the whole like was this like, you know, two sides to the same story kind of situation, you know? So it's like, make sure that you are actually you know, trying to understand, you know, what your person is trying to say over here, you know, because I go back to this whole, like, I'm just getting a lot of repression on your end, okay, over here. So it's like, you know, be willing to listen to their side and be willing to share your side as well, okay? That way things can clear up over here. You know, priority check, you know, like with your person, I mean, like that could be just you all talking about each other's priorities, you know, what it is that you want out of this relationship, what it is that you need, okay? And some of y'all just need to try something new, you know, once you have this new perspective, this new understanding of what your relationship needs, all right? Like, try it out in a different way if you're still trying to charge towards something together, okay? So that is what I have for you right now, Sagittarius. All right. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to, I was going to say crappy corn because I think it's funny, but I guess it's not that funny. But hey, I'm a Capricorn, so I can say that, right? I used to be like, I'm a crappy corn. Ha 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 ha. Are you listening to this? Is anybody listening to this? If anybody's listening to this, will you let me know? First one to comment that you heard this, I will give you a free reading. Yay! No? Okay, I don't know. All right, so Capricorn. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. What love messages does Capricorn have this week of March 27th? Oh, goodness, golly. Knight of Cups. Somebody has to, wow, okay. Anyway, somebody has some feelings that they want to share. Interesting. You have just so much water energy here. You have Pisces and then you have Cancer and Scorpio, right? So wow. I mean, this could be mostly Scorpio, so Pisces, Scorpio, but it could also be Cancer depending on how you you know, what you study as far as the tarot. But wow. All right. Some of you, you know, I like this. Sorry, I'm like, oh, this is cute. And I don't mean cute like in, you know, some people use cute in like a, oh, it's cute. I mean like this is, it's sweet. It's like I like it, all right? We need more cuteness in our life, okay? Like we do, okay? Like let's be real, all right? I'm tired of trying to be a hard ass over here. It's like, no. I want cute stuff sometimes, okay? But sorry. But I digress. So with the Knight of Cups over here, it's like this is your you energy. This is how you're showing up. So it's like, you're ready. I'm getting like, you're ready to charge forward. Some of you might be feeling more open. Some of you might be feeling more flirty. Some of you might be feeling more like emotional even. And it's like, you're ready to charge forward towards something, towards someone. Okay. Like the knights come in with, you know, like I'm seeing the word proposal quest, right? It's like they come in with messages, right? Communication. So you might be ready to share your feelings either directly towards someone that you might be thinking about or just to kind of put yourself out there and start dating for some of you, okay? And I love that you're showing up in the Hanged Man because the Hanged Man is saying like that there is something that you have learned about your love life, okay? There's something that you've learned about the way that you show up in love, about your love style, about, I don't know, I'm getting like having learned lessons from heartbreak, having learned lessons from pain and things like that. But it's like now you have a different perspective on things. You're like, you know what? Everything that I went through, you know, made me the person that I am today. And that is why I am able to offer this cup of love, right? It's like you've had some realizations about your love over here. And it's like, and you're trying to understand even more, right? Because you're still showing up in the Hanged Man energy. So you're still... Did you hear that? I don't know if you could hear that, but so my cat is in the bedroom because she was napping. Okay, I'm okay. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna talk to you now. My cat was in the bedroom because she was napping, so I just kind of like closed the door. And I'll go open it right now, but I heard her like knocking right now. And I was just like, you know, somebody's gonna be knocking at your door. So that was like the initial message that I got. Like, I don't know, like I heard that, right? Like, I don't know, like I'm getting like suitors knocking at your door, right? Like people, like, I don't know. And you also, right? Like you're learning, you're growing, like you're still on this journey of trying to understand different points of views and things like that, okay? My bad, my apologies about derailing you with my cat story over here, but I just I felt that like you have good things coming your way, okay? Yes, okay, but let's see singles this week. I don't know, let's see singles, please give me something good. Yeah, okay, so you have the Three of Wands, okay? So, you know, I am gonna say, like, for some of you singles, right off the bat, y'all need to expand your dating pool, okay? Like, wherever it is that you are dating, the Three of Wands wants you to explore, wants you to go out there wants you to look for like new places. Okay, some of you might straight up need to travel to find someone. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm just getting, you know, try something new, go to a different uh go to a different juice bar. Yes. You know, and like go to a different place to hang out. I don't know, right? Like expand your circle of friends. I don't know, right? Like kind of just getting, you know, try different things over here, you know. But yeah, you know, I am saying, wow, okay, I was gonna say, yeah, oh, thanks. Some of you could be meeting someone. Ooh, some of you could be meeting someone at work. Okay, like this is a possibility. But yeah, okay, like that's just something I'm getting. Okay, or somebody who does the same work as you. Okay, and it's like I'm getting, you know, it's funny because it's like I'm seeing like tension. So it's like because you work, if you work together or something, like there could be some tension around that, things that make it a little bit harder. Or it's like maybe you both have very demanding jobs over here, you know, that kind of, you know, it's like as you're trying to date, as you're trying to get to know each other and things like that, it can bring, you know, some tension to the situation over here. But I'm getting, you know, look for, you know, if you really want this, you know, like if you meet somebody that you just feel like you're vibing with over here, it's like look for different solutions, right? Like look for different options, you know, because I am getting that this is something, you know, whatever's coming your way right now is something that has the potential to be long term, you know, but you might need to kind of identify some like, you know, like are we going to try to make this work or not, you know, like do we want to work past the tension, do we want to work past, you know, like I said, I'm really getting like, oh, I'm so tired from work, I'm so tired from work, and it's like, oh, I don't have the time, because I'm getting like two souls who really want to go adventuring and exploring and get out there, right? And it's like maybe you don't have the energy for that, and you're like, you know what, today we're just gonna be couch potatoes because I'm so depleted from work, right? Or I don't know, right? Or maybe you want to go around that and be like, you know what, we're so depleted from work, but let's go on a little mini adventure to the park or whatever. I don't know, but you know, it's like if you want to kind of work past that, you are going to have to come up with creative solutions is what I'm getting. All right. And so those of you that are actually like in a relationship or dealing with someone or have somebody specific on your mind, let's see what energy is showing up for you here. Yeah, you have the Queen of Swords. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra. It could also be an Aquarius, but I'm getting more of those Libra vibes strongly. Okay. I am gonna say, I mean, like your person, the Queen of Swords still embodies some of that. She does put some love into her words, some like thoughtfulness, but I'm getting more of like you might be dealing with somebody over here who's more intellectual than emotional, right? Like that's not to say that they don't have feelings or anything, but I am getting that they lead with their mind, right? Like not their heart over here. But you could have some communication. You could have some your person wanting, I'm getting like your person wanting to address something over here. Yeah. Just kind of yeah. Share something, and it could be their visions for your future, okay? Because the Queen of Swords, it's communicative, right? Like that's in the intellectual realm, it's in the communicative realm over here. It's like I'm seeing just like truth. So like your person has some truths that they want to share, and I'm getting it's about like the visions that they have either for your relationship, for themselves, right? Like they kind of want to say like, hey, like this is what I want, this is what I ambition. Are you down? Like, can we, for some of you, yeah, it's funny because it's like I'm getting like a joint energy of like, if you're facing like that work tension, if you're kind of trying to like figure out, what's happening, is like you do need to try like these new like solutions over here, for some of you, a priority check just as far as like it's possible that it's true, right? Like we can't always, in a relationship, sometimes you just can't prioritize the other person because other things take priority, right? But like kind of maybe this need to communicate about that, and kind of it says, hey, especially if you're feeling, like left behind or something, but I am getting like a communicative, like charging forward, sharing feelings over here, and eventually, right? Because this is like a moving forward energy. The Queen's also like, like they get things done, you know? So it's like, you know, you are going to be, you know, getting things done over here with your person, okay? So that is what I have for you today, Capricorn, all right? I'm going to go let my cat out to play because I don't think she wants to be in the room anymore. All right, so thank you so much for being here. I don't know, get out and play, okay, Capricorn? So yeah, all right, thank you so much. And thank you. Yeah, that's all. Okay. I'm gonna not pause this. All right. Thank you for waiting. I didn't want to like stop the video because then the whole processing process gets longer and stuff. So thank you. If you heard that, let me know if you're still here through the pause and things like that. My cat was being like trying to get out of the room, but then like as soon as I got there, she was like just chilling. I think she just kind of freaked out that the door was closed, maybe. Anyway, she's good. She's happy. She's staring at me. Anyway, why am I telling you this? I don't know. Let me know if you heard my rant and you're the first person to comment that you heard my rant. I would like to offer you a free reading. Are you down for that? Let me know. All right. So, where were we? Aquarius. All right. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. Let me refocus my energy. All right. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to hear this week of March 27? Love messages for Aquarius this week of March 27. All right, so you do have the Three of Pentacles showing up, and then the Two of Wands. Okay, so the Three of Pentacles, this is your internal energy. This is your how you are showing up over here. All right, so I am gonna say, you know, with this showing up in your how like you are feeling within, it's like I'm getting that you're tired. I'm getting the word just like tired, like done, okay? I'm getting done with something, with someone. I'm getting with trying to make things work, okay? So like for those of you that are dealing with someone, I'm getting the sense that it's like you are carrying the weight of this relationship. Like you might be the problem solver. You might feel like, you know, you're trying to, you know, put your feelings out there, or you're trying to fix things or address things like in the, you know, in the real sense of like something that you can see, right? Like take the action steps to help your relationship move along over here. But it's like right now I'm getting a sense of like, I'm tired of collaborating. I'm tired of cooperating. I'm tired of being the only one that does the work, you know, over here, okay? Now, with the Two of Wands, you know, and for those of you that are single, right, it's like maybe that's just like a pattern that you've noticed in your past relationships. I'm gonna say, right, that like you've previously have had to do a lot of the work and you're just kind of saying, no, that is not what I'm doing anymore, you know? But, you know, with the Two of Wands over here is how you are showing up. I am gonna say, it's like, okay, some of you might be deciding on your next step, you know, like for those of you that are dealing with someone that you feel like you have to do all the legwork, you might be kind of saying, hey, you know what, like, I don't know, like there might be better options out there. I don't know if I can continue to do this, right? I don't know if I can continue to like carry the weight of this relationship. There might be better options out there. And it's like, I'm getting that it's because you want a true partnership. You want, it's like you want to have you want to take you want to take those steps towards success, right? Like you do want a union that feels balanced over here. But it's like you just want to make sure that you're not that the onus isn't being placed on you, right, to like take care of this relationship, to be the one that, you know, does all the work. I'm getting the emotional labor, right? Or like the, yeah, like the labor of like having to like talk things out, having to problem solve when something's not working, you know, like that kind of thing over here. All right, so for singles, let's see, what do singles have showing up this week? So you do have Justice, okay? Some of you, yeah, you know, some of you singles, you could have a Libra coming in, because like this is, I don't know, like just a major arcana card just to showing right side up. Okay, it doesn't have to be a Libra, but you know, it's like your relationship, like that balanced relationship that you are craving, that relationship that's gonna be, you know, reciprocated, like you're gonna find this person that like puts in the work, that you know what I mean, that meets you halfway, right? Like that brings this balance to you, right? Like that's not gonna make you do the legwork over here, you know, like that is coming for you over here, you know. But I am seeing, yeah. You know, for some of you, you could have like something a little lusty over here, or something a little fun times over here that kind of transform into something a little bit more stable. Like I'm getting like a, you did not see that coming. You did not see this evolving sort of thing, you know, happening over here. But you know, it's like if you want to make this happen, if you want to make sure that you are truly balanced over here, there is this need for you to like share your vision, as far as like, you know, share what it is that you want in a relationship, and what a solid relationship, a good relationship looks like for you, and your truth about what that is, right? Because you know, it is possible that you and your person have different ideas about what makes a balanced relationship, you know, so you need to make sure that you're actually talking about that, right? And saying, you know, like, this is what I need, okay? So yeah. Now for those of you that are dealing with someone, or in a relationship, or have somebody on your mind, what do you have going on this week? Yeah, you have the Two of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, like the sense, you know, balance, imbalance. Wow. Okay, so whew, those of you that are in a relationship, it's like you're feeling the imbalance, right? Like you're not feeling like in this harmonious energy. Like I go back to this, you feeling like you are doing all the work over here, you know. You have secrets, you have incoming, and you have family. Wow. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna throw this out there. Take it or leave it. Take it, you know, if it resonates. Some of you, if you do not want to extend your family, by which I mean, like, if you are in a relationship where you can have children, and you do not want that, you know, take the adequate precautions, okay? Because it's like some of you might have family incoming. Sorry, I just like saw the message, got the message, like, like I don't think anyway. Whew, some of you could have just family visiting in general though, right? Like, but it's like I'm getting more of like family, maybe it's like, I don't know, like your person or whatever, like you might be feeling these strains of like imbalance, and things kind of overwhelming you, like coming from family, right? Like from external sources, from, I don't know, like your family's idea about what it is that you should be doing, right? Or family demanding that you take care of other things as well. Like, I don't know, right? But it's just like, first, like family seems to be kind of getting in the way of you having like a successful, balanced relationship over here. Because like I am seeing that, you know, you and your person can be a good match over here, you know, but you know, like you could have like this, you know, like this charging forward energy, like this taking the first step towards success kind of thing over here. But there's just things that you are not revealing, that you're not talking about, that you're not sharing, okay? So, you know, there is this need for you all to like expose that, like, right? And I'm getting it, I'm not even getting like super harmful secrets. It's more of like you're keeping your struggles a secret. So there's this need to talk about it. And it is possible that your person is kind of keeping some of that too. So like they might also not be sharing where they're feeling slighted, or where they're feeling unsupported, right? So, you know, make sure that y'all are communicating and letting that out, okay? So that is what I have for you, Aquarius. All right, thank you so much for being here, and I'm gonna go ahead and move on to Pisces. All right. I just needed some coffee there. All right. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. What does Pisces have showing up this week of March 27? What are the love messages for Pisces this week of March 27? All right. Wow, Pisces, you do have the Two of Swords. This is how you are feeling, you know, within yourself internally. And the Five of Swords, as far as how you are showing up. So, you know, interesting because like with the Two of Swords reversed, I'm getting that you've made your choice about something, but you haven't quite acted on it yet. All right. The Two of Swords is decision making energy. You might have been split, you know, between you know, I'm getting this Five of Swords, dang, you know, it just always gives me like snaky family vibes, right? Like people, family, like meddling in a business that's not theirs, you know, like just people who can't, like family, friends kind of like butting in their heads. And I don't know, like, I don't know, I get like an icky energy. Just, you know, like, I don't know, like, okay. So what I'm trying to say though is that like you might have had people like, you know, butting into your own like business over here, and like not, it's like you've had to decide to like kind of let some people go. All right. Like maybe it doesn't necessarily have to be people, but it could just be like the values that they're trying to impose on you, right? So maybe like your family, I don't know, expected you to, I don't know, like you know, I'm just getting, you know, I'm getting like a very traditional, you know, like, you know, your family expected you to, right, like not move in with your person until you got married, right, or something like that. And it's like, you know, you're trying to do things a little bit different, right? Like you're leaving behind like old values, like old archaic beliefs about what your love life should look like, right? Like you're dismissing, like maybe your family wanted you to get married, right? Or you feel pressured by the societal standards to get married. And you know, and you're like, you know what? Like I want to do things a little bit different, right? But it's like you've made your choice about what you want to do. You just haven't quite acted on it yet. You know, it's like I'm getting that like you're still kind of feeling the pressures of these challenges over here. You know, it's like you don't quite know how to move past them, and they're affecting, you know, in turn they're affecting your relationships. You know, for singles it could be affecting like your dating, the dating pool is what I'm getting. You know, for those of you that are in a relationship, it could be affecting, you know, like the mobility of your relationship, like where you're heading with your person and like that kind of thing. Okay. So there's this need to be, you know, cautious about, you know, the people that might be trying, and I'm not even getting like just people that are trying to hurt you, but more like it's more like the values or the ideas about what your relationship should look like, right? Another message that I'm getting is like people might have thought like you should have had kids by now or something, and it's like, but why, right? Like if you don't, you know what I mean, like you're like, no, I have a different idea of what I want for my life. Like, you know, I don't know, those are just examples, right? But it's like yeah, it's like you're releasing it though. It's like I mean, I'm getting that you're still kind of processing it over here, but you are going to be starting to release, you know, what the world wants for you, and truly charge toward what you want for you and what you want your love life to look like over here. All right, so that is, ooh, that feels like heavy work, Pisces. Wow. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull out a card for single energy. What do singles have coming up in their energy this week? All right, wow. Interesting. I don't know how to take this. I don't know if I want to take it this way or this way. Can I take it like this? I've never done that before, but you know what? I'm just gonna, no, you know what? I'm gonna take like just kind of both sides of this, okay? Some of you Pisces need to go out on an adventure, okay? Some of you need to go out and explore. Some of you need to travel. Some of you just need to, you know, like, I'm getting like finding your luck, getting, sorry. I got like getting some action outside of wherever you are, okay? Or like putting yourself out there, right? It's like, I'm just getting like, you need to get out there, okay? Like the Three of Wands, it's like, you know, it's past the Two of Wands of like taking the first step. Like the Three of Wands is actually like getting out there. It's exploring different ways of doing things, right? It's like if you've been dating in the same way, it's like, well, it's time to try something new. For some of you, it could be like a literal change in location. For others of you, it could just be like trying things in a different way. And with the reversal, you know, because I said I was going to take it both ways, there is some like self-assessing and introspection waiting to happen for you right now, okay? Or from you right now. Like it's like that is what you're being asked to do over here, you know, like to really like put yourself out there, to really try new ways of doing things over here. And that starts by looking within, you know. It's like there is this need for you to not only process, not process, like I feel like, sorry, my overuse of process, the word process is like but it's like not only for you to like get out there. Okay, this is what I'm getting. Like expansion is waiting for you, right? Like your mind, your experience is going to be growing, okay? I'm getting like the sun shining down on you, right? Like things becoming clearer, you getting out of your head and the thoughts that have been plaguing you, and truly, you know, finding like your light, finding yourself over here, right? And it's like, it's gonna be a mutual, like, inner exploration and outer exploration that's going to cost that. So it's like you might be needing to learn about yourself, learn about the world, all right, learn about different ideas over here, and then go out and explore them, okay? It's like just reading all the books isn't going to get it done, and just going out and traveling isn't going to get it done, right? It's like you need to combine, you know, the physical experiences that you are having with what you are learning over here, you know, because that's, you know, that was like the three of, you know, the Three of Wands, when I see a reverse, it's all about that inner exploration, right? That internal expansion over here is like you're holding your horses and kind of causing the change, allowing the change within to happen over here. But you know, it's like, so you know how we got it, like, you know, I was like, I don't know which way to take it. But you know, like the Three of Wands upright is saying charge forward, all right? So I'm giving you both meanings over here, right? Take the part that resonates, but I'm really getting that it's like both, right? Like your love life is gonna grow and expand and whatever as you continue to internally expand and as you explore and get out there, all right? So that, ooh, singles. Oh, dang, I didn't even get to these cards over here. So let's see what pops up. Boop, boop. I'm getting some resistance. Some of you, well, all right. Yeah, some of you might have resistance to opening up. Some of you might be like, it's like you might be like scared to put yourself out there. It's something that I'm getting, okay? Yeah. And then you have reciprocity and priority check. Okay, so with reciprocity, you know, I'm just saying, Sam. I'm just seeing like this need for you to not give yourself too much. Not give too much of yourself to others is kind of the message that I'm getting over here, you know, particularly with this Five of Swords being over here. It's like balancing, the balancing act and priority check, right? Of like, you know, yes, you know, like you can kind of be out there and, you know, like having fun, helping other people out, like la la la, la whatever, right? But make sure that you're like balancing that, okay? Like check your priorities, that it's not that you are becoming depleted, right? If you're feeling depleted, there is some priority check, like some prioritizing that you need to do over here, okay? But yeah, let's see, those of you that are dealing with somebody or in a relationship or thinking about somebody. Ooh, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared about this one. Just because that Five of Swords, it's really, yeah. All right. Wow. Ugh. Okay. You know what? Like both of these wanted to come out, so I'm just gonna take them. You get an extra card today. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Not ugh. Sorry. Okay. Like this is good. This is good. Okay. This is good. You do have 5-5. you know, in case 5 means anything, but you know, 5 it is just an energy of change. All right, fives are an energy of change. And you know what, I actually I think I'm tired. Anyway, okay, you might be tired of something, all right? Like the 5 of Pentacles over here, the down and out card over here is saying, you know, like, hey, like we need to solve something, okay? And I love this, right? Because like I'm getting you and your person are getting ready to figure it out, like problem solve, okay? Whatever it is that's been plaguing you, the 5 reversed is saying it's healing time and you are ready to heal over here, okay? It's like you're coming out of this down and outedness, whatever hasn't been working out. It's like you're looking at your resources, okay? So like I don't know, like you could be, and by resources I don't necessarily mean in the material realm. It could be in the material realm for a lot of you because this is like the 5 of Pentacles over here. But I'm getting that you are finding, more than anything, you are finding things to do in your everyday life to solve those things that have been plaguing you. Like, so for example, like if it is like people, right, some of you might be actually like learning to talk things out, right? For those of you that it could be like value systems or whatever, like you might be learning about how to release your I'm getting how to release your generational trauma, right? Or like how to release things that are hurting you over here, because you do have death over here and there is this need to release, okay? I'm getting like some resistance again, okay? So yeah, did I get resistance over here and then I like resistance here because it's like, you know what you need to do, you just kind of haven't taken the first step toward it, you know? So there is this, you know, this new beginning is coming, okay? You just kind of need to be okay with this transformation, all right? You need to continue looking at your resources and figuring out like what the answers are, right? Like the resources could simply be talking about stuff with each other, learning about each other, learning about what it is that you want, right? Like learning about the net, like even, okay, I'm just really getting like use each other as a resource, right? I'm getting like things outside of your relationship might be trying to plague you, but like you and your person can do this, but it's like you can't be resistant to this change, okay? Some of you might be dealing with a Scorpio. And I see Scorpio and Taurus here. Okay, I'm just gonna throw that out there in case that means anything. But I felt the need to mention that. But it's like some of you, it's like embody that, right? Or like embody, you know, oh no, I see. It's like you're being asked to embody the persistent characteristics of a Taurus, right? It's like work diligently toward problem solving, what it is that you want, right? Like what it is that you're trying to get over here, you know, like if you're releasing value systems that have previously hurt you, it's like, okay, you're not just learning about them, right? It's like, okay, you're putting them into practice. You're working slow and steadily to ultimately get this transformation over here, right? And embodying that scorpionic energy of taking the bad things that have happened and the bad things that have hurt you, have hurt your relationship, have hurt, you know, the way that you interact in love, and transforming that, right? Because that's what the death card is. It's it's like delving into the deep, dirty work and kind of like, you know, sometimes feeling lost and chaotic and, you know, things getting messy over here. But it's like you're ultimately going to rise transformed, you know. Your relationship is going to be stronger, but you can't resist the change, you know. It's like you need to actually, you know, put yourselves out there. And I keep forgetting these for you all. So I feel like the tarot just kind of had all the messages that you needed. Yeah, fear. Some of y'all need to like work through some fears, okay? You have fear, forgive, and learn, okay? So yes, you know, learn. I was saying, right? Like use your resources. Your resources might be about like intellectual resources, right? Like learning about what it is that you want, learning about yourselves, learning about each other, okay? Over here, you know, there are fears that you need to release. That's why you're resisting things, right? You're afraid of something. And forgive, okay? So like if you've been hurt, whether it's like, I'm not getting that you've necessarily, I mean, if you've been hurt by someone over here, or like your person that you're thinking about, I'm getting just kind of like you need to forgive and release, okay? And if you can't forgive and release, then what are you doing? And you know, for those of you that is like these past things plaguing you over here, this I'm getting like, why am I continuing to get generational trauma? But like past trauma, like past experiences that have hurt you, people's words who have hurt you and things like that. It's like, you know what? Forgive and take that and transform it. Okay. It's like, you can't hang on to that, because like, if you're hanging on to that, like, you're only hurting yourself, right? It's like, I'm getting that saying of like drinking the poison and expecting your enemy to die. It's like, no, right? Like, you know, you need to like shove that poison back out there. Like, I don't know. No, don't. Not like that, okay? Just throw it out. Dump it out. Transform it, okay? There you go. Transform it, okay? Alchemize it. Be like, let it become something else, right? Use that poison in true Scorpio. Like, you know, this is, I know this is Pisces, right? But like, transform that poison into a learning experience for you, okay? Wow. Whew. Pisces, that felt heavy. You tell me, how did that feel? Can you let me know, please? You know, good luck this week. Good luck with all of this transformation and yeah, wow. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Okay.